Hello and welcome to Donkermat channel. Let's have a look at this bill hook, or brush hook, perhaps better put. Brush axe, even. I suppose all of these would be acceptable terminologies for what this tool is. As you can see, it has the sharpened recurve and the sharpened flat chopping portion there on the back, which, as I haven't tried to thin out, really just get it honed up. But this side, done some work on it. I previously had a beechwood, just a split beechwood pole handle, but it was rather skinny, and beech isn't really a good handle material because it's not shock absorbent. So it's not very comfortable if you're really going to be thwacking things. Although it is very strong, it's very tough. But I think ash is way better, and I started making this hiking pole hook handle using this ash. And kind of simultaneously or recently, my wife brought me this brush hook and asked me to restore it. So I took off the beech handle, and last night I started in on this handle. So as you can see, I'm not going for straight. I'm going for a kind of a sway back / sway forward, because of course you use it in the two orientations. So because this is more for a kind of a sweeping cutting action, we're getting the sway back on that side. And because this is more of a chopping action. I mean, I guess you could also rationalize it the other way around. But there is something else going on here, which I thought was worth showing. And it's made the project considerably more complicated, because you see this is not straight. See that? How the blade comes off on the side of the tang, as it were. So I am compensating. See that? So, I'm kind of getting there, but as if we sight down the handle, the straightest part of the handle, I'm trying to get that to line up with this. So you can see that we're kind of off. But, bear in mind, if this were just a normal straight pole, and that was how it was before, and actually that was unpleasant, especially for me. I like things to line up. So that was very kind of annoying, right? And now you can see kind of getting it lined up. And so really, what I need to do is finish this a little more and then get that lined up. Then I can bang it all together, and then later I can, worry about getting it smoother and nice and flat and what have you. And thinning out even more, I think. But yeah, I'm going for nice and thin overall, as thin as possible, whilst being workable. So basically now I can see that from this side it looks a lot worse. It looks way displaced than on this side. But effectively, what's happening, as far as I can tell, therefore, is that it's like I've overcompensated. Right? It's too far out that way, so it kind of wants to come back into center. So as I keep working my way down, and removing material from the top left as we're looking at it, and shaping. So I have to keep checking. I have to whack this on and then squint at it in all kind of directions. Another useful one, is to look at it from here and see what's going on down in there. Which is, you can see that in some areas it's really snug, and in some areas there are gaps. So it's a gradual and intuitive thing. Again, I suppose that there would be a way from the engineer's mindset perspective to plan this all out on paper. The thing about doing that is that you bungle one of your calculations, and now your whole thing is off. Now you've cut this out on the bandsaw. You've gotten a perfect rectangular block that had to be massive, right, to account for this. You cut it out, and also, if you do that, you're not working with the grain of the wood. Whereas, in fact, this kind of warp here that I'm working with was there in the pole to start out with. So I guess arguably, doing it this way intuitively by eye will get a better result at the end of the day. Unless your engineering perspective, it also involves analyzing the grain structure in the wood and so forth. I mean, that would be better then, wouldn't it? But then you also need a lot of equipment and a lot of brain cells that I don't have. So thanks for watching.